one of the reasons why the method feeder is so good is just because it's such a simple method. You know, once you get all the basics right, once the, you know, the setup's right and you've got everything set in place, it's basically a self-hooking way of fishing, and that's why it can be so devastating. The actual setup of the feeder itself is really simple. Most fisheries stipulate that you have to use free running feeders anyway, so I'll just quickly talk you through how I set up a free running method feeder that you can fish on just about every fishery. All you need to do is take the main line, thread on the tail rubber of the feeder itself, so just thread that onto the line, and then you need to thread the line straight through, down through the tube, through the stem of the feeder. So that is obviously the main key aspect of this rig. It is free running, and that means that feeder is going to slide up and down on your main line. All you do then is take one of the quick change beads, thread the quick change bead on, and then just tie the base end onto your main line. That is the end that's got the hook on there, and then all you do then is attach your hook length to the hook, and then slide and you know, put the bead together, and that will trap the hook length in place. It's a really simple rig, and like I say, because that is free running, that's going to allow you to fish that on just about every fishery where the method is allowed. Alternatively, if you are on a fishery that does allow elasticated fixed feeders, which, you know, some venues do allow that, and that can be a different way of presenting your bait altogether, because that is more of a self-hooking rig. But obviously make sure you're allowed to do that on your chosen fishery. If you are going to fish that style of feeder, all you simply do is tie a quick change snap link swivel to your main line, and the fixed feeders, the stem with the elasticated with the elastic down the middle of that stem, that has a moulded loop on the top of it, and all you do is simply open up the snap link swivel and hook your feeder onto that. And that can be a great way of fishing if it, you know, the fishery allows you to do that. That can be a great method of having other feeders made up on your side tray. If you're catching fish quickly, you can have a number of those feeders loaded up on your side tray, so that when you reel in, you can just open the snap link swivel and hook a new feeder on, and then away you go. So it's a really super simple way of fishing.